Yo, yo, yo. Let me know how my mic is. I like never use it, so and my it's like these are like $3 headphones or something, so I don't know how it sounds. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Because I planned it so early, I've like used almost all the scales that I need to use already. So it shouldn't take too long. The only thing that I need to do that's a little bit annoying is I need to use up some PP on Halucha. You'll never guess why. Yo, dude, I always get good encounters here. And people want to delay for sassy Rampardos. Mhm. I'm just thinking, like, if I somehow don't get the Lepaberry, what's the least harmful move to lose or to not have? But I think it's just lost if I don't get it. So, um, hopefully I don't go heal my guys and have to do this again. I mean, I think everyone gets their moment to shine, but there's only so much you can do in like 5 battles, right? Like there isn't enough limelight for everyone. Um, but I think everyone does at least one cool thing. Um, I don't think I need any TMs. I'll just buy them and buy potions and stuff anyway. Already have. Well, I'm gonna toss my like forward stores and stuff because on my first like so I went live like for my offline run. I went live for E4 from like my first win, and I accidentally healed my Guts Conks burn right before Wallace. I had to replay to Wallace on the spot. So just gonna like throw away full restores and stuff so I don't accidentally heal my status. Oh, I guess I don't have any. I think I'm beyond help. I think even if like no amount of playtesting will make me consistently click the right things and not do something stupid. I had to steer on one of the optionals yesterday too, because I hard switched my Altaria into a flying gem acro on the like black belt on 123. I was supposed to like go to Mawile, bait heat wave, and then go Altaria, and I just hard switched my Altaria into the acro, and I don't think I could have wiped, but I think it could have been very ugly if that acro crit. These. Oop, thank you. I could play music right now, but I'm like, I don't really want any part of this to get like copyright struck or whatever if I upload it to YouTube. So I'll just play the in-game music. Oh, but then I can't speed up. Yeah. I really hate when people play on speed up with the audio. Like I always have that setting off. But yeah. So because I have an extra scale, there is like I could scale a move on Heracross to potentially get an extra frag, but I haven't checked if it would mess up the baiting everywhere else, so I'm just gonna let it go. I don't want to like somehow throw. Um, I'll just stick to the plan. I have two extra scales actually. Dude, if I lost because I mean, it would be pretty fitting if I lost because of that. Like, I think some of my biggest mistakes were due to plans where I was like trying to just chain as many guys as possible or like farm KDA. Like on the Palisand trainer in the desert, it leads with like a focus sash probopass or something, and I was originally going to use Hitmonlee, but I forgot that it had a focus sash, and I was like, oh, I can just lead Hera and get like a free kill here. So I led Hera and it got hit into focus sash, and I ended up having to steer and like because my turtle is slow as shit, it speed ties the Berserker, so I had to win a speed tie for my turtle to not die. Um, but he clutched up. And I also lost my Rapidash to like some random trainer on 121 because I made a mistake while trying to make a bigger chain. Wait, did I? Okay, good. I haven't used the Poke Center yet. I'm gonna scale some stuff. So, I mean, this E4 is 3 nature changes. I nature changed Heracross from neutral to adamant after I got my dive scales. And then I nature changed Honchkrow because it was calm, like minus attack. I only had to nature change it because it was minus attack. But since I was nature changing it anyways, I just made it adamant, which was nice for like some random Sucker Punch kills in like Juan Gym and VR. And now I'm nature changing Galvantula, which was Natty Hasty, which was super useful, obviously because like plus speed. But I need Modest for E4, so. Okay. And then I need remember 2 moves. Coaching on Halucha instead of back row. Yeah, it is New Mauville. Like, in general, I'm not a huge Electrode believer. I mean, it's like situationally good. Um, like basically, I think you should look at your Shelly and Bridge Rival, and if it seems like you need Electrode for that, then it's like valid to take it. But outside of that, I don't think it has like that much value. Maybe 8 Bridge. I've never done 8 Bridge. Um, and I had like Togi and Manectric duped already. So the new model table, the outside table was like kind of interesting to me because I think Galv is quite good. Obviously, webs are like a really unique tool. Yeah, so I had Togi dupe and I had Manectric dupe. So I just looked at the rest of this table. I was like, I mean, Metagross, which I mean, it's really hard to catch, but if you catch it, it's sick. P2 is like potentially +1 scale. Otherwise, it's like probably useless, but like whatever. Um, and I think Probopass is really cool. So I was like, basically, if I get Galvantula or Probopass or Raichu, especially Alola, or Metagross, I'm happy. So I'll just try for that. And I got Galvantula, and I got it with Compound Eyes, which I think has been really fun to use. Yeah, so there's New Mauville Galv. This was 122, so it didn't come with any of the good moves, like no knock, no tailwind, but it's fine. he hits really hard with Sucker Punch, and that's what I need. And this was Slab Land. Um, yeah, like being able to Volt Switch on like Bright Powder guys and stuff is so nice, and like his stats aren't amazing, but being able to click Thunder kind of makes up for like the lower special attack. You can get some pretty nice frags with Compound Ice Thunder. But yeah, like I got some really nice kills on Bright Powder guys. Like I Volt Switch killed the Bright Powder Zard in Magma Hideout and the Bright Powder Sharpedo in Seafloor Cavern, which was really nice. And I also got some nice Thunder kills. Like the first double in Juan's gym with like the Inteleon screens, Scarf Gal just pops him with Thunder, and then I also killed Juan's Bascule Legion with Gal Thunder as well. Oh, and I also killed the SFC Cloister through Veil with Compound Ice Thunderbolt, Spec Thunderbolt. Yeah, Slab Land because Galissapod is immoral. Even though I have used it before. Like my first one was carried by Galissapod, even though I didn't bring him to E4. But I just think he's like a little bit like he takes a lot of the fun out of solving fights because he's too good, like too universally good. Halucha, I mean, these are like the worst IVs possible. He was 5 speed too, but he still just like farms so many fights because Unburden Encore is broken. Even without Unburden, actually, just like base 118 speed is so fast. I taught coaching. Good, that's good, that's good. Okay, I need the last scale. I need to scale Blaze Kick on Incineroar, which I'm not sure if it was a mistake to delete this in the first place. I took Flare Blitz because I was like, Flare Blitz is way stronger. It's probably more useful. But I only clicked it a few times, and I'm struggling to remember. Actually, no, I think it was necessary to have Flare Blitz for my Maxi 2, so I don't think it was a mistake. But Blaze Kick is definitely a more clickable move. Because you can also do like Blaze boosted Blaze Kick, but you can't really do Blaze boosted Flare Blitz because you'll just die to recoil. Oh, at some point, I guess I'll just do it now. I was going to change this side thing, like the notepad, to chat. I should have 2 scales left in the bag. Yeah, okay. And then candies. So the important ones, I already candied Heracross because it made the optionals easier. Honchkrow needs a candy. And Gal needs a candy. I have 2 left. There's one that I need, but I need to do later. And the other one is kind of flexible. I think if I candy Halucha, I don't have to do any like annoying pre-damage later, so I'm just gonna do that. Dude, Crunch, my like my first win. I mean, honestly, like the more I think about it, it was like such poverty compared to like most runs. I finished Tate and Liza with like no candies left in the rest of the game except the Shoal Cave one and the one in the Rapids. I had 2 candies left after Tate and Liza for the entire game. But that was all I needed. I feel like a lot of the time, the candies, like, people just candy their guys because they have them. But yeah, you definitely don't need 6 candies. You should be fine. Actually, I like the 2 guys that I have at 99 right now, they actually need to be 99 for the first fight. If they were 100, it wouldn't work. Or there would be some risk. Okay, let me just check move sets and stuff and then Yo, yo. Thank you. Oh, and I also have to make sure I have the right choice items and stuff. So Tailwind Encore, Close Combat, Coaching. And then Galv is Bug Buzz, Volt Switch, Sticky Web, Thunder, DC, Brick Break, Rock Blast, Scissor. Okay, Greninja needs Surf. Oh, I also need to nickname change Honchkrow. Items. Choice items. Let me check if I already have the right one. I need a band. Like, when I was calculating this, it was before I did Moss Deep Gym. So I was like trying to see how important it was, whether I actually got 2 choice items or not. And the Tate and Liza plan that I eventually came up with had like a 1 in like a couple thousand chance for the leftovers to get reversed heisted back by Hoop Unbound. So like I made my plan so that it would work with 1 choice item. There would just be like a really small risk, like 1 in several thousand. But fortunately, I didn't get reverse heisted, so I think I avoided that risk. No, banned. Sorry, just like going through and making sure I have all the items I need. I'm pretty sure I should because I tend to pick everything up. But I just want to like look through my bag and actually see them. think I have everything. Yo, thanks guys. I'm just gonna like repost my message to say that I'm about to start. Actually, I'll just skip the pre-damages in first. Oh, okay. I'm poisoning Greninja, so his HP is gonna get like messed up, but I'll just fix it inside. Okay. I mean, yeah, I didn't scale anything on this guy. Fine. Scaled special attack ages ago, speed, which doesn't matter, and I scaled nature, so he's modest. These IVs are natural from Game Corner. I didn't have to do anything, I just scaled nature. Scaled nature on this guy. Nothing, I mean just speed and encore ages ago. And yeah, I scaled defense on him for Kate and Liza, but nothing else. Natty, hasty, 29 special attack. Alright. Where did, dude, I have to scroll up too much to find like, oh, okay. I need Greninja at 220. Oh, thanks, Kenobi. Okay, well, I think if everything goes right, I am the evil. I'm gonna do some really, really illegal stuff. But yes, I will hopefully win. Oh wait, okay, dude, I should have double checked this Hawlucha PP thing. I'm like, this is the type of thing where I would just go talk to the Poke Center person. Okay, I didn't mess it up. Alright, here we go. There's a little bit of that, I think, but not too much. Like, my Hawlucha is way too bad to do anything on, like, any encore stuff on the single, on the singles, because, like, you need, like, Adamant and Max Attack to not get switched on when you encore, like, Reshiram Earth Power, or, like, you Encore Calyrex and he hits +6. Like, look at these stats. This guy, like, I was joking. I mean, obviously, like, it's not actually true, but I was joking that it was almost like not having Unburdened Hawlucha because I always had to hold a Flying Gem or a Life Orb to not get switched on in other fights. Alright. So, I actually have, for the first time ever, the right battle up on the trainer sheet, so this is indeed going to be Sydney singles. This is my third time doing Sydney singles. I don't know why, I like this fight. And I don't like Glacia singles. I feel like it's always really hard for me to figure out. I don't like having to think about like the analytic bug bullshit with Vicious Rend. This fight is just easier for me. And it also lets my Mons shine more, I think. I mean, Heracross is really good on Sydney doubles as well, especially if you go plus speed. But if you go plus speed, then you miss out on some other cool frags. Alright, more milking. Wait, did I not? Oh, I didn't even change it, huh? Wait, I'm gonna change it really fast, my bad. What does it even say? More optionals? Okay, Run&Bun Elite 4. Should I include that I have 3 dark types? Will that get me viewers? Alright, you got it, J-Mash. Alright, singles. I mean, 1 Heracross is basically 3 Urshifu, so it kind of makes sense. I'm gonna do my utile item check, even though I've already started. Alright, we're fine. Okay, so turn 1, Greninja, he sees a fast kill on Incineroar with Scald. We're gonna fake him out turn 1 with the normal gem. I saved this normal gem. I had a choice between booming Gigalith on Pyre or booming normal gem, but my Muck was timid, or booming Muck, sorry. But my Muck was timid, so he needed the normal gem, so I decided to boom Gigalith instead, even though I think my Gigalith was better. And it's paying off here, because I actually need normal gem fake out here. Yep, thanks guys. Big chip. Okay, and now he's gonna go for the Scald kill. We're gonna switch in Scarf Galv. We always live max roll crit plus burn. And this is like the one thing that I needed the Scarf for. So Scarf Galv is faster than Greninja, and because he clicks Scald, he's still a water type. So Volt Switch is super effective, and Volt Switch kills. Oh my god, dude, I realized? Oh wait, no, never mind, I did it, okay. I mean, it didn't really matter, but I thought I forgot to pre-damage Heracross. Which genuinely doesn't matter in terms of risk, but pre-damaging Heracross gives me a slightly higher chance of showing one of my cool ideas. Yeah, Volt Switch kill, and we go to Heracross. Heracross baits in Necrozma for fast kill with Photon Geyser. So he's never going to go for rocks here. It doesn't actually matter if he does. But yeah, this is guaranteed Photon Geyser. The important thing is that Incin gets to switch back in without ever taking damage because Necrozma is either going for rocks or a psychic move. Okay, so now like this matchup is like insane dominance. Instant takes like 15% from Necrozma. So Instant is safe to just click a move here. Not going to fake out, just knock off. I kept Instant at level 99 because at 99, crit never kills. At 100, max roll crit would kill. That's also why I can't fake out. Because I just want to do some chip and get rid of the leftovers. I don't want to kill him. Okay, Rocks is fine. Alright, I won't get to show off one of the cool things, but I'll explain it. Okay, so now Rocks are up, so he has to attack me. This is always Heat Wave because I don't have an item. But knockoff on like with an item would do the same damage, so it doesn't really matter. And we're going to slow Parting Shot out. Look at the orange damage. Oh, yeah. Johnny Savage TV is pretty damn cool. Okay, and now we are going to go to Greninja. Alright, motherfucking Frokage. So he takes rocks and he takes poison. And after the knockoff chip, Dark Pulse always kills. Okay. And we take one more tick of regular poison. Max speed Greninja is fast as fuck, faster than everything. So we bait down the line for the first thing that slow kills us, which is Nidoking. Nidoking sees kill with Earth Power and Sludge Wave, which is actually kind of hard to switch into. This guy hits really hard, but we actually have the perfect Mon to deal with it. And that Mon is Greninja. So right now, at level 99, Surf never kills Nidoking. But we fling, he flinches, and we take another tick of poison. And now we're in Torrent, and Torrent Surf always kills Nidoking. And what makes this sequence even cooler, in my opinion, is what happens next. So again, Greninja is faster than everybody, baits down the line because everybody sees a kill on him. So it goes to the next Mon, which is Urshifu. And because we take another poison tick, Urshifu is going to come in and it can only click Sucker Punch because it sees a fast kill with Sucker Punch and a slow kill with every other move. So we get to go to Hawlucha for free on the Sucker. Okay. Alright. This was like the original concept that I had for NG+, but I couldn't make it work because I didn't have the right guys. So Hawlucha is faster than Urshifu and doesn't one-hit KO it, but I do have a fast two-hit KO with close combat. So he can never set up here. And because I don't have a fast one-hit KO, he can't Sucker Punch. So he has to attack me here with either close combat or Wicked Blow. So knowing that he's about to attack me and I'm holding an eject button, I'm going to click Tailwind and he's going to eject me out. Dude, I was thinking that J-Mash, but then I did the calc and even Adamant Max Attack doesn't have a kill on Urshifu. Like, he's just that fat. But if like Max Attack did, then you could just pre-burn because there's enough like leeway with the HP because Hawlucha resists both of Urshifu's stabs. And doesn't take extra rocks damage, just takes 12.5%. You can afford to like burn or toxic or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to Tailwind and Urshifu is going to eject me out. Wait. Oh wait, it's Wicked Blow. Alright. 3 turns of Tailwind, 3 Mons left in the back. It's time. Wait. Wait, did Urshifu just take the Stealth Rock damage? Okay, I mean, it didn't matter, like, I had the HP to spare. And, like, obviously Heracross doesn't need the chip to kill this guy, but, I mean, I guess we'll take it. Alright. So we are going to kill this guy with close combat. He's going to Sucker Punch us, doesn't matter. Alright, so back in the back is Yveltal and regular Gyarados. Regular Gyarados can never come in because he sees that I fast kill him with Choice Band 3-hit Rock Blast. So it's just going to go to Yveltal. And this is my favorite Heracross frag of all time. Yeah, I needed it to like double kill him, I think. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Let me check the calc. So, burned, Choice Band. Oh no, okay, so Heracross does 225% to Urshifu. So I guess I did 237% to him instead. Okay, so Yveltal is in, and he just dies to Guts Choice Band Close Combat. This was one of the frags that you do need Adamant for. So this is why I didn't want to go plus speed. Okay, Intim, and this is why the having Rock Blast was important, because like obviously Heracross kills Mega Gyarados even after the Intim, but you have to get Yveltal first. So that's why having the Rock Blast is important. And then last turn of Tailwind. Pythagoras, no! It's a range! 15 out of 6. It's not a range. Alright. Yeah, like, I kind of showed the Heracross, like the Tailwind to Heracross thing in NG+, but I couldn't do the full chain because I couldn't use an eject button Tailwind setter, but I was really excited to show the Gren chain too. I think that was really cool. Good question, Duck. I think we would just lose. Okay. So I can't heal Incineroar, but I can heal these two guys. And I can heal Heracross. You could say that. Calc a super effective move against Yveltal and check how much damage it does. And then Heracross just killed it with a neutral attack. So I'm going to temporarily deprive Heracross of his Choice Band and give it to DeBoss. I need to double check my Lucha pre-damage a little bit because my notes have him at level 99. Because I wasn't sure if I would have this like luxury candy, but I do. I think I should only change it by like a couple HP though, so it'd be fine. that should be good. Yeah, I need to give and not use the Leppa Berry. Let me just check PP on other moves. So those are all fine, so I need to give you black belt. These two guys shouldn't come out. Oh, I can also heal the poison. I don't need it anymore. It was just oh yeah. One thing I forgot to mention. The reason why I was sad about oh yeah, sorry, J-Mash. It was that basically if Necrozma didn't set up rocks, then Greninja would take less damage, right? And like the HP had to be really precise. But I have map block, so if I didn't take rocks damage when I came in with Greninja, I would map block turn 1 to take an extra 12.5% from poison to like normalize the HP. Okay, so Leppa CC. I guess it depends what you mean by the first few turns. The first 2 turns were just like normal gem fake out for chip on Greninja to bait, and then bait Scald, and then switch Galvin and Scarf Gal Volt switch kills Greninja, and then I go Heracross to bait Necrozma in. And then I switch Instant into the guaranteed Photon Geyser. And then from there, I don't know if you saw the rest, but I think the cool parts were definitely the back half. Leppa, black belt. Yeah, dude, this is 122, and he was calm. He was so bad, but he did what I needed, which is, I mean, we're about to see it. Like basically, Heracross is a bug fighting type. He does not do very good against the ghost type Elite Four member, so I needed someone to help me out there. Is Choice Band, Leppa Berry, Black Belt, and these guys don't really matter. Oh, I should clear the poison. Oh, okay. This is a first. I actually remember to move the trainer dock thing. So yeah, we're doing Phoebe doubles. Yo, no worries, Ray. Yo, Haunch is gonna MVP this fight. Well, that's debatable. It depends how you... yeah, it is North. Okay. Baby doubles. Yo, thanks, Wander. Okay, I got scared that I didn't heal because Halucha's HP is so low. But I'm fine. Yeah, okay. Alright, so turn 1. Because I candied Honchkrow, like my Honchkrow has pretty bad bulk, but with the candy, he never shows a kill to Decidueye. And Hawlucha, even at this HP, also doesn't show any kills to Decidueye because he resists all of his moves. So Decidueye, he sees that Hawlucha is faster, so he's always going to click Tailwind. Shandy sees a kill on both my guys, guaranteed kill on Hawlucha, so Shandy is never going to protect. So Honchkrow, the boss, just gets to Sucker Punch, kill Shandy. Choice Band, Adamant, like you don't need Choice Band with Adamant, but Choice Band, Adamant, Sucker Punch just pops Shandy. And since Decidueye isn't doing anything like scary, he's just going to click Tailwind, Hawlucha has a free turn. So Hawlucha is going to spend this turn clicking Coaching to juice up Honchkrow. Big crit. Oh, and we should get our like I kind of expected to get the Unburden right away, but I guess because Leopard Berries work at the end of the turn, I'll get it at the end of this turn. If I don't get it, then we're in really big trouble. We probably just lose, but I think that should be okay. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Okay, so now they have Tailwind and we don't. So Hawlucha actually isn't the fastest guy around. Base Gengar, because it's timid and I'm not plus speed, is faster. So Gengar comes out. But Gengar, and he's never going to protect because he sees a guaranteed kill even in base form on Hawlucha. So he just dies to Honchkrow Sucker Punch. This does 200% to Mega Gengar. Adamant Choice Band at +1. And Hawlucha is still faster than Decidueye because I got an Unburden. So we just get to Encore Decidueye. Bang. Alright, so now there's no more fast kills for Hawlucha, so it just goes slow kill order. And the first person with the slow kill is Lunala. Lunala is never going to click Tailwind because it sees fast kill on Honchkrow and it's with Meteor Beam, so it's never going to, like, I never have to worry about it going for Tailwind over slow kill on Hawlucha. So once again, it just dies to Honchkrow. Yeah, and Hawlucha gets another free turn, so we are going to juice up Honchkrow even more. Bang, right through the Shadow Shield. Honchkrow is +2 now. Alright, and now Giratina. Giratina doesn't see a kill on Hawlucha with Shadow Sneak, which is important. So it's always going to go for a slow kill with Dragon Pulse. And Honchkrow is just going to kill it at +2 with Choice Band Sucker Punch. And Hawlucha is going to click Tailwind. That's why they call him the boss. Okay. So their Tailwind ends and my Tailwind is up. And Encore ends. So now Blastoise comes in and he's staring down this demon +2 Choice Band Honchkrow in Tailwind, and he's like, oh my god, this guy is about to cave my head in. So he's always going to fake out into the Honchkrow slot. So, I mean, I could just sweep this fight with Honchkrow and Hawlucha, but I want to farm some KDA, so I'm just going to switch Honchkrow to Heracross, and because we know Blastoise is clicking fake out into Honchkrow, we're just going to slow Encore him into fake out. Decidueye still doesn't see any kills because it's the exact same situation as turn 1, except that Honchkrow is also +2 defense now. So Decidueye is just going to click Tailwind again, even though he's free this turn. So there's a fake out, and we're going to slow encore it. Okay, and we're going to CC kill Blastoise, and we're just going to encore Decidueye again. Which one? Which one, Danger Band? Close combat and close combat. Hawlucha is faster, so Heracross gets the kill. Dude, Crunch, I had never seen ARCZ4 until I had already planned my own because I didn't want to like get influenced by it, but it's definitely worth a watch. It's insane. Alright, so yeah, Phoebe, the only move. No, but it's Glacia. Okay. Right. Good job, Honchkrow. Voice Band is going back to Heracross. Yo, good comms. Okay, medicine. Dude, I can't read. And yeah, full HP on Hawlucha is fine now. Oh, I should Lepa. Oh no, it's fine. He does a... Oh, actually, that's a good reminder. So Instant actually does what he needs to do at level 99. But I do need to candy Greninja. Greninja was the one that I had to keep at level 99 for Sydney because at level 100, Max Roll Surf without Torrent baits Nidoking, or has a kill on Nidoking. So you won't bait Nidoking in. So I had to keep him at 99 for that fight, but I do need him at 100 later. I'll just use that candy now. Okay, so in this last double, Phoebe got a move off. She clicked Fake Out with Blastoise. The goal for Glacia is to not even let that happen. Okay, so Instant needs Life Orb. And Heracross, Choice Band, 5 close combats. Alright, we're good. Dude, I thought about scaling, I think that's how KTZ plays Duck, which is really cool. I thought about using one of those extra scales to scale Bullet Seed on Heracross, but I didn't want to like change the plan last minute and somehow lose to something I overlooked. So Life Orb, The HP is at the range that I wrote down, but I'm just gonna manually calculate everything again to be safe. Okay, so I'm definitely high enough HP. Need to make sure that I'm also low enough. Well, I guess even if I'm not low enough, I can't do anything about it anymore. But I'm pretty sure it's fine. So, I mean, I can't get any lower than this anyways. But I'm pretty sure it just works. Alright. Yo, on my way, even if I lose. Okay, here we go. Items on these guys do not matter. Oh, yo, thank you. I definitely would not have realized. Okay, Trick Room fight. The usual approach is either you like just blow them up before they ever get a chance to set Trick Room, or you encore Trick Room, or you like have Trick Room sweepers that take advantage of it better than them. We are going with option 1, just blow Glacia's shit up. Oops. Alright, so Crabominable sees kills into Incineroar. Doesn't really matter. We are going to fake him out to prevent him from doing anything. And Choice Band Heracross is going to do what Choice Band Heracross does and just one-shot this Magearna, so there will be no Trick Room this turn. Okay, so we take 1 Life Orb tick. Alright, so Incin is... So the next one that comes in is going to be baited based on Incin because it's diagonal. And Incin is faster than everything on Glacia's team except for Kyurem. So Kyurem is going to come in seeing a fast kill. Right, and he gets baited. Oh, well first, okay, we're going to Blaze Kick, kill Crabominable. And Kyurem got baited in by Incin and he's just going to get blown up. Yeah, definitely not a lot of brain power involved in that. But the cool part is, I mean, if you can say that, is here. So the HP that Incin started at had to be really precise because I'm choice banded into close combat on Heracross, so I can't actually one-shot Calyrex. And Incin can't consistently one-shot him either. So I need Calyrex to come in last so I can double up into him. And by starting at the HP that we did and taking 2 Life Orb ticks, Incin is now in Blaze. And with Life Orb and Blaze Boost, Incin has a fast kill on Calyrex. Like just some rolls with Blaze Kick. So Calyrex can't come in against Incin, and it can't come in against Heracross because I'm Choice Banded and I have X Scissor, so it sees that Choice Band X Scissor kills. So Calyrex stays out, and the only one that doesn't die to Incin comes in against Incin, which is Porygon. And then Heracross kills everybody, obviously, so it just goes down the line and brings Abomasnow in. So Incin, Blaze Kick, kill Abomasnow, and Heracross, CC, kill Porygon. crit mattered. Yeah, because so I'm going to be clicking 4 moves with Instant Duck, right? I'm going to be kicking Fake Out, Blaze Kick on Abomasnow, and then Blaze Kick one more time here on Calyrex. And there's Hail. I'm taking 1 tick of Hail. So I needed to start at an HP where I could take 4 ticks of Life Orb plus 1 tick of Hail and never die, but also be in Blaze range after 2 ticks of Hail. Or sorry, after 2 ticks of Life Orb. And he is not cut staff because this is the doubles one, and he has Ice Gem. So you're just going to CC plus Blaze Kick. Please crit, so I get one. Oh. And Instant always lives. So when I originally thought of this line, the plan was just lead Blaze Instant with the Landsat Berry, and Landsat Blaze Kick just straight up one-shots Calyrex. The problem with that is, one, it was a little difficult to guarantee that I could be in Blaze range because like I only took 1 Heat Wave on Sydney, right? I could have probably done some weird Sticky Barb thing at the end of Phoebe because like Haluja had everybody locked up, but it was like a little bit awkward. And also, there's like a bug where if you lead your slot 1 guy pre-damage to get like a Pinch Berry, like a Salac Berry or something, they don't get the boost. And I wasn't sure if it would work like that for Landsat Berry too, but I didn't really want to risk it. And I figured out this Blaze like Life Orb workaround, so I just went with this. Yeah, so Instant lives on 14 HP. Oh. Do Lepus first. I think that was the only one that actually mattered, but Fake Out, I guess. Oh, I mean, I don't think it matters, but oh wait, no, it does matter actually. I do have to level berry this. Sucker Punch. Okay. Encore, I don't think it matters, but. See, that's fine. Okay, and then pre-damage. The only one who needs pre-damage is Instant. He needs to be under 236, and he needs to be above 126. That's pretty generous. I can use one more. Okay, and I already candied Greninja. Oh, I need to teach Ice Beam to Greninja. I mean, it doesn't really matter what move I get rid of, I guess, but I think Fling is the one that I'm not going to click, for sure. Oh, and I need to heal Heracross all the way. Okay. Punch Crow. Okay, Voice Band. Halucha's items doesn't matter, but I'll just give him a Citrus Berry or something. Galv needs a Citrus Berry. Vincent needs Silk Scarf. And Greninja needs like Life Orb or Ice Gem. I'll just give him Ice Gem because that's... Actually, I think Never Melt Ice works too, but using gems when you can afford to is fun. Yeah, this one is not going to be pretty. This was, I mean, it's riskless, but this fight was very, very tough. I mean, I think it makes sense looking at my team, right? It does not have the usual Drake singles goats. So some of our friends might be leaving us here. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, oops, I misclicked and I pinned that, but you know what, Heracross is my friend, so we are gonna leave that pin there. All right, let's go. All right, the boss, I'm gonna give Dragapult the business. He's actually strong enough that Life Orb does it, but I have the Dark Gem, so we are gonna Dark Gem Sucker Punch this guy. Okay, and my Honchkrow is so slow and so squishy that he just baits Crawdaunt in for a fast kill. And my team is not built to take Crab Hammers. The only guy who could take one is Greninja, but he baits like complete random after a Crab Hammer crit. So instead, this is where the boss says goodbye. Big Chip breaks the sash. And this always kills. Alright, and now we go to Greninja. And Greninja always baits CC from Crawdaunt. And we're gonna go to Halucha on CC. Alright, and we are going to Encore him into CC. I candied Halucha so that I would always live double CC crit If I didn't candy him, then I just would have had to keep a little bit of pre-damage so that the first CC always gives me citrus and stuff. But I had the extra candy, so this was just easier. Okay, so this is turn 1 of Encore. Okay. And then now we're switching to Galvantula, Compound Guy, on turn 2 of Encore. Galvantula always lives 2 CCs. If the first one, if it crits, always gives me citrus, which will bring me out of range of the second one. And if it doesn't crit, then I always live the subsequent one no matter what. So this is the last turn of Encore. We are going to get him up. Okay, Encore is over, but Gal has done his job. He's faster. This fast Volt Switch kills Crawdaunt. That probably also did like 300% because Crawdaunt was -4. Okay, and we are going to go to Incineroar. Incineroar baits Zygarde for fast kill with 1000 arrows. He gets webbed, he's still faster. And Incin has So Scarf. We are going to fake Zygarde out here for some big chip. This does like 9.5% minimum. Okay, and now it's guaranteed 1000 arrows. Ground move. Heracross resist ground, so this is his entry point. Okay, and now after the fake out chip from Incin, which did 9.5%, Choice Band, Guts Heracross, Close Combat does 91.5%. So 101% total. So Heracross couldn't get this frag by himself, but with the help from Incin, this is a guaranteed kill. Okay, and now Heracross should bait in Reshiram for fast kill. And Reshiram is in for a bit of a surprise. Bang. And even if we got min rolled by the 1000 arrows, after 2 drops and 3 burn ticks, we are always dead to top roll Scald from Suicune. So this is always Suicune. We never get Mence before. And this is the other reason that I needed to be adamant on Heracross. Choice Band, Guts, Heracross, Close Combat, one-shots Suicune. Single Suicune. It doesn't kill doubles because doubles is bold. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do singles. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. Mence is in. I'm -3, so he always sees a kill. He's never going to DD. We don't really have a Mence switch in either, so we have to say goodbye to a second friend on this fight. And unfortunately, that has to be Incin. Oh, I could have pre-damaged a little bit higher, and then I could potentially live this and get a fake out. But it doesn't really matter. All right. Goodbye, buddy. Instant was honestly one of the most fun Pokemon in this run to use. And now max speed Greninja outspeeds Megamence, and with the damage boost, Ice Beam just kills. So yeah, it was a kind of pretty bloody Drake, but we got it done. Okay, so this is very important. I've seen a lot of people not know this tech. So if you want, if you have a specific Mon that you want to be front and center in your Hall of Fame screenshot, you need him to be in slot 4 for Wallace. So Heracross goes there. Okay, so let me just let the berry stuff first. That's fine. This should be fine. This is fine. That's good. Let me just make sure it's okay to heal everybody up. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'm sure people had planned 4-man Wallaces, but it was probably their backup plan. I'm not sure if anyone had planned to go into Wallace with 4 for sure, but maybe. Okay, I'm just making sure. So originally I didn't plan to scale speed. I scaled speed on Gal so that I wouldn't have to sack Hammy on an optional. Because originally I was just planning to just give Gal the Scarf so that it outspeeds Kyogre and it can get webs up. But because I scaled speed, I just outspeed naturally. So I guess I don't need to. But I will give him the Scarf just in case something weird happens. But it shouldn't matter. Ninja has a Focus Sash. A Lucha item doesn't matter. And Heracross needs Life Orb, and he needs all this PP. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this Wallace is pretty straightforward. Dude, Barry, you're spoiling my whole line. I think I have the notepad. It is 37 deaths, plus I got boomed by a Pyre Drift Bloom. I don't know if you count that or not. But 37, and then this is probably going to be 5 deaths after Wallace for the E4. Dude, how am I so bad at this? I remembered 1 out of 4 times. Like throughout the run, or like right now? I mean, you really don't get that many webs or tailwind mons. Oh, no, not many. Like I think I had a very normal number of deaths, like 20-ish, a little bit more than 20 going into VR, and then I just sacked a bunch. I sacked 2 on VR and then a bunch on optionals just to speed things up. Like, I don't know, I think I played pretty close to optimally. I didn't like throw to give Heracross frags apart from when I just straight up made mistakes. I tried to win using as little resources as possible, and it's just like if I had multiple ways to win and one got Heracross more kills, I would use that. But like I think this has been a really well played run, like almost no risk post Aqua Hideout. Yeah, it's not like I'm just sending ass to farm KDA. And like this E4, I'm pretty sure is entirely riskless. I'm pretty sure it's been riskless so far, and I think this champ is riskless as well. But yeah, here we go. Gonna check one last time. I guess the hold items is what matters. Life Orb and Focus Ash. Yeah, oh, also Jack, I didn't have Galissapod, so that's like, because I think that guy is just a little too unfair. Which I realize sounds very, very hypocritical, but I don't know, Galissapod, like, I've used him before, he's like an amazing mon, but I think he just makes planning the fights less fun. And you spend a lot more time doing math. Sounds weird for someone who plays this game, which is like a hard calc heavy game, but I don't really like doing math. I like finding the lines that center around like abusing the AI or just like routing the fights so that you don't have to do as much like nitty gritty like calcing. So yeah, not a huge Galissapod fan. Dude, that's the most annoying part of using Heracross. Is having to calc the burn damage every turn and the CC drops. Alright, so Gal does not match up that well into Kyogre, even though we have the type advantage. But we are faster, so we always get the webs up. Oh fuck, I forgot to teach Heracross Rock Tomb, which would potentially give him a chance to get another kill, but it's okay. Alright, goodbye Gal, you were great. And now Hawlucha is also faster than Kyogre, also dies to every roll of every move, but he gets one move off before he dies. Goodbye. Kinda wish he came with better IVs, but you cannot complain when you got Unburdened Lugia. That guy was so broken. Alright, it's time. Hercules. Tailwind is up. And with the Guts boost and Life Orb, Heracross just pops Kyogre. And with Tailwind, we fast kill everybody on his team except Barraskewda, because Barraskewda is faster with Swift Swim. But because of the webs, we are, at least according to the calc, we are 2 points faster. We're 412 speed, he's 410. I know there's a bug with like the order of operations of like how Swift Swim and like speed drops and stuff get applied, but like I did the math manually every way that I could, and no matter what, it came out that Heracross is faster than Barraskewda this turn. So this should always kill. Oh, and we can't close combat. We have to X Scissor. Bang. Okay. One turn of Tailwind left, so it's just going to feed me next in line. This is Goodra. Let me just double check before I throw. So, burned, Life Orb. Okay, yeah. Brick Break kills this guy. Bang. Alright, so now Tailwind is up. Heracross is now not faster than some of the guys in the back. So Palkia is going to come in for a fast kill. But with the webs, Heracross is faster, and Life Orb, close combat, always kills. Oh, and he has pressure. So the reason that I had to use X Scissor and Brick Break for the last two, well, I had to kill at least one of Skewda and Goodra without close combat. This is why I couldn't go Choice Band, because Palkia has pressure, and he's going to take 2 CC PP from me here. When I first realized this, like the original plan was Choice Band. When I realized this, I DM'd Will. I was like, oh, it's over. I don't think I can run this. But then I realized that Heracross is so broken, he just kills Skewda and Goodra without CC. Alright. This is the moment. This is, because I couldn't go Choice Band, this is a range. It's 87.5% for Life Orb to kill, Life Orb CC to kill Manaphy. I really want it to kill. It's okay if it doesn't. I mean, Heracross has done more than enough for the entire run, but surely, of course, he clutches for me. And this is why I killed Skewda and Goodra with non-CC moves, so that I would have 1 PP left for this. I thought about scaling Bullet Seed, because Bullet Seed always kills 2-hit, but I didn't want to like throw. So yeah, okay, Heracross is not faster than -1 Mega Swampert, so we are probably dead here. We're baiting complete random move. So we just have to hope for a Stone Edge miss. But even if we get the Stone Edge miss, CC is a range. It's only 43% to kill. I was supposed to teach Rock Tomb so I could Rock Tomb plus CC, although I never did the math. Maybe I wouldn't even survive another turn. So either way, Stone Edge miss, please, but it's fine if not. Oh, yep. Hate risk. I'm sorry, I didn't advertise. I didn't want to post in Zap about my 3rd Run&Bun Elite 4. So I just like went live for the Run&Bun nerds. But I'm glad you caught the stream. Damn. Alright. Alright, so the Frokage at -1 speed, or sorry, with Swampert at -1 speed, Greninja is just faster than Swampert. So we're just going to hit him with the Surf. He is always clicking EQ. It's by far the highest damage move, and it does a minimum of 87.5%. It can kill, but we have Sash. Surf, I mean, it does less than half, and we have to kill with another one. But this Earthquake, oh, she crit me too. This Earthquake always puts us into Torrent, and at level 100 with 29 special attack, Min Roll from non-Torrent Surf plus Min Roll from Torrent Surf always kills Swampert. So yeah, we finished the Elite Four on 1 HP with 1 Mon. I'll take the screenshot for Terra, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really glad that, I mean, I think this has always been something I've concerned myself with, but like, not just winning, but like winning with something that feels like it's my own. And I'm pretty glad that this Elite Four definitely had that like home cooking flavor, especially the Sydney. Like the Sydney is probably one of the coolest lines I've come up with, I think. Oh, was my chair squeaking? My bad. Yeah, that's the other contender Trisk, the red card on Gengar. Honestly, I think I might like that one more, especially because I was a lot worse at the game back then. But I think this is definitely like the pinnacle of my Run and Bun career, if you can call it that. All right, yeah, let's see if the tech worked. I think it works. I watched like 2 VODs, and both times it was the 4-slot guy. So I'm basing it off that. Oh, yes. I'm so happy, and this team looks so cool. I'm also glad, like, all these mons, except Honchkrow. Honchkrow was like a last-minute mercenary edition, but like the rest of the guys were just some of the mons that I got that I thought were really cool, and they came with good stats, other than Halucha. So I was like, okay, I really want to use these guys, because like, they're cool mons with good stats. I'm just going to try to find a way to make it work. Okay, I mean, I can't skip this music. I love it so much, but I'll just post in Discord. So Heracross got 3 on Sydney plus 2 on Phoebe 5 plus 3 on Glacia 8 plus 3 on Drake 11 plus 5 on Wallace, so 16 total. No, I definitely think there's stuff to be done. And also, like, I know it feels kind of bad after, like, the unique tradition has been, like, a thing for so long. But I honestly think more people should look at just using, or not necessarily just using, but exploring cool lines with mons that have already been used. Because I think there's so much room for creativity. And at this point, you're actually limiting yourself a lot by trying to bring a unique. So I would just say, like, try to come up with the coolest stuff that you can. It doesn't matter what mons you're using. Yeah, for sure, Will. Yeah, Shandy seems really cool. It also gets imprisoned, right? I feel like there's got to be some tech you can do with that. Oh, do I have to press something? I'll add this to the save state collection. So the bottom three are all my runs that I won. I guess I'll just go through the box really quickly. It won't take too long, I think. I mean, who are the goats? The goats were Aggron. This is why, I mean, I'm an avowed Meteor Falls Gyarados hater because you can get guys like this if you pull the land. I did have the Gigalith dupe, so there was like less chance of me getting boomed, but I think Gyarados is so overrated, especially if you're not going for Golisopod. Viv, this mon is cheap as fuck. I got natural 31 defense, 31 Spadef. I was able to powder so much stuff. Jolly, like, didn't even matter, still smurfed on Brawly. Togi, also super cheap. This was my first time ever scaling U-turn, and I used him like 3 times more than I ever would have, or than I ever had on previous runs. I'm a U-turn believer now. Hammy, this was my first time ever having Hammy. I'd had Alaska before, but like Hamilton is also like I don't know, it didn't feel cheap, but it's just like a really, really good mon. I really liked Lizzie. Mine had really good stats too, I guess. But like Zoom Lens Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, really good typing. I don't know, just like came to a lot of fights. Prim sucks, overrated. Don't worry, Aaron, this mon is nothing. No, it was okay, but like definitely expected more. I had only gotten VR Prim before, and Prim was like situationally useful, but really not all that. Turtle, my goat. Yeah, the IVs were not great, and the speed was honestly crippling. Like I had a naive Turtle in NG Plus, and that guy was insane. Like literally soloed Bag to Pyre. This guy, like I was shocked at how much worse it was, but I mean, still did what I needed to do. Like I'm always going to maintain that Turtle is the best starter because the purpose of a starter is to help you out early on when you don't have like alternatives, and Turtle is just the best for that. D-Knight was really good. I scaled speed on him, but like all the other stats were amazing. He's so bulky, does really good damage, like so much flexibility. Urshifu, I mean, I got him. Like, he was really good for making me have to think less, which I appreciated because like by the time I got to like late game, I was just ready to be done, especially since I already had E4 planned. So clicking Surging Strikes and like not having to play around it mechanics was nice. Hellroom Bulk, this and killed my Electros because I forgot to give it a Shed Shell. But I got it. It was like kind of cool. I wish I scaled U-turn. In the end, I probably could have afforded it, but I definitely missed not having U-turn on it. Trode, I got Aqua Hideout Trode because I went for like Galv/Probo and yeah, in New Marvel. This guy's also super overrated in my opinion. Like situationally good, but like people shouldn't be taking him every run, same as Gyarados. I mean, I think that's all I mean, Ledian was like surprisingly useful. Enabled my Deathless to have the 2, which I'll always appreciate. Yeah, Wander. Yeah, I guess Honchro was the last one. I didn't, so like, obviously I didn't calc e4 that early. Basically, like, I mean, I don't have like the TNL goats, right? Like, I don't have Polt, Beedrill, Weavile, Sneasler, whatever. So trying to figure out how to heist was like really, really hard. And the only things I could find were like super expensive, like 4+ sacks, and like a bunch of scales, like 3 or 4 scales. So I was like, do I really need the second choice item? Let me take a look at E4 and see if I really need it. And then like while I was just checking different things, like I had some ideas, like I knew about the the Heracross chain on Sydney. So like while I was like looking around, I was just like, I just found a 6 that worked. And I also knew that I didn't actually 100% need. Oh, don't do it to me, Faulty. Um, um, I also knew that I didn't necessarily need the second scanner. So I was able to run a less expensive line that risked getting my leftovers stolen back by Hoopa Unbound. If I didn't have this scarf, then I just would have had to go Calm Nature on Galv, and use Salackberry. So you'd have to go Calm so that you can always tank a Greninja attack and get Salackberry without dying to crit. And then I would just kill him with like Thunderbolt or Thunder and bait random move Necrozma. And then Instant just risks like Necrozma never going for Stealth Rocks and triple critting. So that would have been the one risk on my E4, but because I didn't get because I did get the leftovers, I was able to make it riskless. But I do think, yeah. So basically, the reason I played my E4 so early is because I was just like struggling a lot against Tate and Liza, and I was like, do I really need to do this? But because I got this guy, I was able to steal. Like this is the only reason. Like Natty 31 speed hasty Greninja from Safari. He killed like almost every single guy on Tate and Liza. Deathbox. Herdier went down like a hero against Scraggy. Salazzle, I misclicked and I meant to send in Dreadnought and I sent in Salazzle against Shell Togekiss, and and then I tried to dodge like half of I tried to dodge like a high roll air cutter to salvage the line, and I got crit and died. And then I had to sack Dreadnought to Slowbro because Radon clicked rocks, or I don't know, it was a mess. Kingler, he was sheer force, and dude, I was so J-Match, I was actually very tempted. Yeah. So I was just basically risking the high roll. It was like 3 rolls or something out of 16 that killed. Yeah, Kingler, I didn't sack, sorry. He didn't clutch up on CRR against Weavile. It was either like risk high roll crit on Kingler or risk double crit on Togi, and I was like, whatever, Kingler, you have to want it, and he didn't want it. But yeah, so after these 3 deaths, Salazzle, Dreadnought, and Kingler, I was heavily contemplating resetting, but I had a really good Norman team. So I was like, okay, I can do like a deathless Norman probably with like Lucario, Turtle, Togi, Amy. I forget who else, but like, I mean, that's all you need, right? Mask. So I was like, all right, I'll run Norman and I'll pull Game Corner. And if I get the Guts Heracross, I'll continue. Otherwise, I'll reset. And I got the most unethical Guts Heracross. I mean, he wasn't adamant, he was neutral. But like, these IVs are so insane. Like, almost perfect bulk, 31 attack, 31 speed. Like, you can't ask for a better Heracross. So I was like, okay, this is the run after I got this. So yeah, I guess moral of the story is don't reset at the first sign of adversity. Maybe wait for a little bit more. I scaled him after Space Center. I had early dive. So because my shell was so fucked, these 2 Mons died, but Huntail survived, and Huntail was supposed to die. So I had early dive, and I scaled him after after Tate and Liza, because I got dive, and I just used the scales to help on Courtney, because that fight was really hard for me. I thought about scaling it for Tabitha. So I don't know if you watched my Tabitha, but like that line needs either 81, level 81 Heracross with neutral nature, or it needs Adamant 79. So I thought about scaling Adamant there, but I thought I might need a lot of scales for Tate and Liza, especially if I want a heist. So I decided to spend the candies instead, and I think it paid off because, oh, I guess I have this list of uh, like all the stuff that I spent scales on. I had to like scale some really weird shit for Tate and Liza. Um, yeah, you can see. I mean, this thing is kind of, yeah, you can see it. So like, so 10, 11, 12. So I scaled the Greninja defense, which is like a pretty normal scale for Mega Metagross. But then I scaled Zam speed and I scaled Signal Beam on Zam because I used Bug Gem Signal Beam to kill the Zoroark on Tate, so that I would kill it and I wouldn't have an item. So then I could use Zam to heist the leftovers. Um, so yeah, like saving those scales in Magma Hideout ended up paying off. But yeah, I mean, like, I honestly don't think it's bad to, like, if you get cuts Heracross, to just rip the nature change early, because obviously it does a lot. Like earlier on, there were definitely some ranges that I was missing at neutral, but he does so much damage that it probably doesn't matter. You can get away with a lot of stuff just being neutral. I don't know, is there anything else interesting in my box? I got this Weavile in. I mean, it's like the IVs are bad, but like if you get inner focus Weavile, you are pogging. But like it was in Seafloor Cavern when I already had everything planned, so I just sacked him to a Miltank, optional Miltank. My arrow really sucked, late arrow. Yeah, I feel like none of these guys were that useful. I boomed this guy on an optional weird here. Yeah, I don't know. I did a pretty good job of like not losing good mons. I guess the exception was Maxi. Like this Talon hard carried until I had to sack it. I scaled the speed and the attack, but it was so good. I think it's still like fourth or something in frags and participation. Trisk Honchkrow. I mean, I don't know if it did much. Well, it went crazy on Phoebe. It like one shot 4 guys on Phoebe with Choice Band Sucker Punch, and it one shot a Pult, Dragapult on Drake. But that's about it. That's really all I needed from it. But I don't know. Like it was really important. Like Choice Band Sucker Punch, one shotting Lunala through Shadow Shield with a coaching boost. Yeah, Dark Gem Sucker. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is a very good death box. Not many valuable things. Oh yeah, sorry. Beware had to go. I sacked him on the Juan like back to back, like the 6v10 with no healing. That like double or whatever you want to call it is really hard. I had to sack something, and it was either like Delmise or Beware. You could say I made the wrong decision, but Delmise was like my only ghost, and I don't know. It's just like a really useful mon to have. I really like Delmise. It enabled like riskless and cool strats on like a lot of hard fights, like the Space Center first Grunt Steelix. It does risklessly with Synthesis, which I scaled for Tabitha too. It also did the Seafloor Cavern Ferrothorn Grunt lead riskless. So yeah, I don't know. I really like Delmise, so I decided to let Beware go. It was also late Beware, so like obviously it's still a good mon, but definitely like past its peak when you get it on 120. But yeah, it was still good. It's just like a really hard fight, so I had to sack a good mon on that fight. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much else to say. Torn, I really like Torn, and honestly, like even on the optionals and stuff, it was really good. I think this mon is underrated. Like, somewhat, like it's honestly shocking that it hasn't been champed yet. It's legit good. So hope to see that soon. But yeah, that's it. Oh, Actually, so my Eggy is Harvest, and I kept him alive because I I planned Magma Hideout before I did Pyre, so I knew that I didn't need Custap Eggy for Maxi, so he got to live, and he was pretty useful, and he has Harvest, so I harvested, and I got Sceptile at Sutopolis, like insanely good Sceptile, which was really nice for like Archie and just like random fights throughout. So yeah, that's why he's named W Harvest. Honestly, like I think roamer maniping for a shitty roamer is totally allowed. Like people roamer manip for like enam and stuff, so surely you can do it for like obviously like less good mod. Roamer tier list. I mean, I don't think it's that different from everybody else's. Like top three is Latios, Dundee, Enamorous, and then bottom is probably Latios and Cress. I just don't think they're that great. I think Torn is definitely better than them. Oh no, Lando is the worst. Okay, so it's I think it goes the top three, and then I think Torn is the next best. I think it's better than Cress and Latios, and I think Lando is probably the worst. But yeah, I mean, I haven't used all of them. I barely used Cress, but it just doesn't. I think it's just weird that like for like E4 and super late game, like having good ground types doesn't really matter. Like my only ground type was Portera for most of the run. I sacked Ursa Luna to Maxi. I guess I had actually a lot of ground types, but like I didn't use them much. Sacked Nidoking on Shelly to avoid some like super giga fiction. It was like basically this made Shelly riskless instead of like 1 in a couple thousand for something bad to happen. Boomed this guy on Pyre, and then I sacked Ursa Luna to Maxi because it was the only thing I could use for Garchomp, pretty much. Besides Guts Hari, which I wanted to save for Space Tag. Well, to be fair, I haven't looked at Crest that much. I'm sure it can do some stuff, like Psycho Shift is a really cool move, but I think Prankster is just an insane ability. He gets Tailwind, he gets some other cool moves like Leer, Embargo, even though it's a bit more niche. He also just gets like a bunch of random like flex moves. Like I taught him Psychic and Sludge Bomb for one of the optional doubles. Also, I don't know if you watched my NG Plus E4, but like I used Custap Torn to kill Scuda, because with plus special attack nature, Hurricane just kills Scuda, and then you can like Prankster Tailwind on whoever comes in next, or save him and Prankster Tailwind later. But yeah, Prankster Tailwind automatically elevates Torn above all those other guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have much else to say. That's probably it. I don't think I'm booting up Run&Bun again because I think I've had my fun with it, and PK is coming out tomorrow. But I definitely am going to enjoy watching everybody else finish their runs. A bunch of people in late game. Aaron, Katie, Spirit, Crunch. Oh, dude, I love Tentacruel. Tentacruel is good. This guy did so much. I'm like, I mean, you guys probably have gotten the idea by now, but I'm like very much a believer that delaying stuff is usually not worth it because the chance of losing early is so much higher than the chance of losing later. So I think fishing 118 is usually the correct play, even though Beedrill is like insane. So I like fishing 118. I also like just personally like Golisopod. I don't want to use Beedrill because I think he's too unfair. So I always fish 118. And Tentacruel, this is the first time I had one that survived past Norman, but it was like really useful. It just like the typing is really unique, has like pretty good bulk. Mine was like minus speed, which kind of sucked, but like plus defense, which was pretty nice because it already has really good special defense. Just like really versatile, lots of utility. Acid Spray is a super cool move. Gets like Icy Wind. Also, I mean, it didn't matter that much, but in general, having like Poison Jab or a tutor move as one of your main stabs is really nice because it means that you have a lot more flexibility with your moveset. Like I could delete Poison move off him and not feel too worried about it because I could always teach Poison Jab. So yeah, I'm a big Tentacruel fan. I'm a big 118 fishing fan. I wanted Araquanid because obviously when you get Heracross, or I mean, even otherwise, I think webs are really good and fun, more importantly. So I wanted Araquanid, and I didn't get it, but can't complain. Tenta was great. And I would have fished 114, but I thought I was going to lose to Komodo. So I pulled the grass and I got Ledian, which did not really help with Como, but it did help with Maxi overall. Like I had like super good special defense, horrible physical defense, even with the 31 IV. But I mean, surprisingly useful. It just has like really unique utility. Yeah, I think that's it for me. I look forward to seeing all you guys win as well. I will be there. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Yep.